Furnace Punisher into another Lithomantic Barrage. Take that out, deny them the draw, force them to 13. Hey Dragonauts, Astralsflame here, tapping out to talk about Mono Red Aggro by EJK today. Just like you should tap that subscribe button down below to stay updated on all the new decks for the standard meta, because about 87% of you aren't. Maybe you should fix that. But let's get talking. Mono Red Aggro. EJK has brought in a really low curve mono red list here. And I gotta say, I'm a big fan of the package that is rolling in here. We are really focused around Prowess Trigger in this particular list. Maximizing our Monastery Swiftspear here between Play with Fires, Lightning Strikes, Nahiri's Warcrafting, and the Invasion of Tarkir, which, FYI, if you don't know, flips into an amazing dragon when it transforms. And that dragon is honestly a good beater. It is a 4/4 body flying a trample, and whenever a dragon you control attacks, it deal 2 damage to any target. Defiant Thundermaw just pushes the damage of Mono Aggro to a whole new level just by committing a little simple extra damage to it. But honestly, you don't need to commit that much to it. The Warcrafting itself actually auto clears your Invasion of Tarkir to flip it over. So you're not really losing any tempo. You're getting your 4/4 attacker ready to go and swing. That's part of the strategy that EJK has gone with this list, and honestly, I'm a big fan. Taking Mono Red to a different avenue in pushing in damage. Right, we have our traditional stuff. There is Kumano faces Kakkazan, always efficient in modifying our creatures and making it 2/2 with haste. Phoenix Chick, your recurable 1/1, getting bigger from the graveyard as you attack with more creatures. The ever amazing Feldon, Ronom Excavator for some card advantage and a very good squeaky 2 damage over time. And honestly, I love this inclusion of the Furnace Punisher. 3 color decks are prominent in the meta right now, and Furnace Punisher is a great way to more or less punish them for greedy mana bases, forcing your opponents to take an extra 2 damage every upkeep unless they run basics. You're doing your basic checks. If your opponent's not running basics, they are going to be in for a painful time. Because even in addition to that, Punisher here has got Menace, which makes it a very efficient attacker. Your opponent is going to have to divert at least 2 creatures to put it into block, and at a 3/3 body, depending what they're running, that's going to be tricky to handle. Kicking back in though, I'm also a big fan. The Bloodthirsty Adversary is coming in here. It's either 2 mana 2/2, or you play it on turn 5. It enters the battlefield, pay 3 mana, kick it, and you can recast either your Play with Fire, your Lightning Strike, or get this Nahiri's Warcrafting for a second time. Your opponents are going to have a really hard time sticking creatures down with that recurring Warcrafting being in. And the amazing thing about Warcrafting with this list is depending on the creature it hits or Planeswalker or battle, you're actually going to get to check out some of the top cards of your library, finding something to exile and cast that same turn. So if you need to find a Lightning Strike or Play with Fire for that final pivotal damage against the opponent's life total, Warcrafting might just help you get there into a few cards. It's a really efficient way of removal and generating some card advantage that Mono Red loves to do with exile effects. For the mana base, not too much going on with the mana base here. Mishra's Foundry, pretty typical. We add this in as a 2/2 start swinging in. But overall, love the brew going on that EJK has here. I'm a huge fan of playing in the Invasion of Tarkirs. Getting into the sideboard here, honestly, the choices in the sideboard really show the versatility of a Mono Red. Let's chat if we're going up against mid-range here, right? We have the potential of Lithomantic Barrages. We have Obliterating Bolts. We have extra Nahiri's Warcrafting. All-around accessible removal that is going to hit higher than both Play with Fire and Lightning Strike. And Obliterating Bolt giving you that ability for exile, Warcrafting for that further 5, and Lithomantic Barrage not being able to be countered. This is like a perfect answer against soldier decks, playing like Coppercoat Vanguard. It's perfect for playing against Rafine. It's also fantastic playing against Selesnya enchantments, because Jukai Naturalist happens to be white, and this is going to deal 5 instead. Or, if you're ever running into the Haughty Djinn Mono Blue Tempo list, Lithomantic Barrage just gets rid of a Djinn or the Tolarian Terror. Fantastic choices. If we're running up against mid-range, though, those are really the big things you want to bring in, right? It's just creature removal to push your damage in. If you're going up against the mirror for aggro, well, Depending on what's going on, Chandra Dress to Kill is a potential option you can go in if your opponent's really focused on going wide. Jaya, Fiery, Negotiator are fine choices, but honestly, the main deck here, very well situated to just go toe-to-toe against the mirror. Control, though, Control's got some really fun stuff we get to bring in. That's going to be the Lithomanic Barrages again, the Jayas, and the Chandras. You want the ability to just continually push in damage and have hard ways for your opponent to interact with. Planeswalkers are the trickiest thing for Control to interact with. Usually they have to commit some other resource, Void Rend if they're Esper Control, or March, like other specific removal, Fateful Absence and whatnot. But this is continual 1 damage. This is building a board state and ways to generate more cards to find your Play with Fires and Lightning Strikes, even your Bloodthirsty Adversaries, to just nickel away your opponent's life total to end them overall. The last card in this sideboard I really want to touch about is the Bloody Betrayal. Now, I didn't mention this for mid-range, but it comes in very specific, either against Reanimator lists or 5-color mid-range. You gain control of target creature until end of turn. So if your opponent is playing Italis and Atraxas, they're sitting at like 9 life, just Bloody Betrayal the Ataraxa. You got nothing to worry about at that point. They're going to die on the swing, which is great. And that is how mono red is going to win, right? You are just going to value and push and damage. And, well, hopefully by turn 4, their life total goes to 0. And with that, Dragonauts, please enjoy the game. Because we're mono red. I mean, I get to go Feldon into Furnace Punisher and then hold up Invasion and Bloodthirsty. Alright, yeah, like, if I had Kumano into Swiftspear, that would have been great, but this isn't a bad hand by any stretch. We'll go Feldon. Get in that 2 damage. Furnace Reigns plus Sacrifice goes real. Curator, it really does. It really does. Raven Man. Alright, sure. You know what? I'm actually just going to go ahead and Tarkir and get rid of the Raven Man. And we're going to poke the opponent's face for 2. Head out. Hey, have a dubious day. Avalon, it was great meeting you. Thank you so much again for the follow, and I hope you have a great night. Look forward to seeing you again, friend. Alright. Rafine coming in, a little annoying. We're going to go Furnace Punisher to start getting them in. I think I am going to drop in the Phoenix Chick here. And I'm just going to attack. Because, like, if they block the Phoenix Chick, this pushes them to 14. And I can always play in the Bloodthirsty Adversary or get the Mishra's Foundry active to bring back the Chick as a 2/2 next turn. There's sometimes that I want to push in damage on Tarkir. I don't think this is one at the moment where I want to, considering we have the opponent 12. Like, I just don't have a clear, good, clean shot of it unless I had done Feldon on 1 tick and then Furnace Punisher this coming up turn. But because of where we're at, I don't know that the opponent actually attacks in because of Furnace Punisher's menace. But I could be wrong. With Steel Seraph, there's a possibility because they could just give Rafine Vigilance for the turn. And that is exactly what they're going to do. Alright. So that probably becomes a 2/5 Rafine. Bring me to 18. I don't take any damage here. Play with fire. Play with fire is kind of cute. I could create the Mishras and a swing in and get the Phoenix Chick. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like going for that. Then we just bring back the Phoenix Chick. Because, like, this is a potential guaranteed 3 damage going to their face. They can block my Mishra and my Chick if they want, but then I'm pushing in 5. They take an extra 2, and they're going down to 5 left on their upkeep. Yeah, I can accept that. Yeah, exactly, Zuba. You have to take it out in 1 turn. Taking it out in 2 is just wasted damage face. And, like, we have them at 5 right now, so between a Play with Fire on face and the Furnace Punisher damage. No. You just had to draw She-Holdred. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I needed to see any other card but She-Holdred. They probably just give Rafine lifelink here. Yeah, and then draw 2 cards, go up to 9, hit me for at least 3, if not 4. So they go to 12 or 13. Oh, they're only attacking in with it. Nonetheless, though, they go to 10. I would have thought they'd be a little bit more aggressive on that, but... Yep, no, they've got it. So we'll hedge our deck a little bit to bring in the Lithomantics. Lithomantic just answers Thalia's, it answers a Rafine, and if I can answer Rafine early on, or even just get a 1-mana removal on that Steel Seraph turn 3, even better. Draft was, I forget. I'm gonna take the play. I have Furnace Punisher, but I don't really have anything else. Opponent's Esper Legends, I really need an aggressive hand to just push them out in the next, like, 3 turns before Rafine happens, so I don't think I keep. You're kidding. Of course you're not kidding me. I'm gonna regret keeping a 1-land hand. 1, 2, 5, 3, right. I should have just kept the other hands. Fuck it. Sorry, excuse my language. I'm keeping. This is not a good keep. Please don't do what I'm doing right now. Please don't do what I'm doing right now. Alright. I need to... If I top deck a land, I look like a genius. Alright, I don't look like a genius. That didn't work out. Multi no lands. Oh no, Curator. Like I have Lithomantic stuff. This is EJK's from the standard challenge on the 25th. It came in 2nd place. Oh god. Yeah, I'm really just not doing well here. It's pushing for 4. The cool thing is this spell can't be countered. So like if they play it Rafine, I just Lithomantic Barrage it. Gix is the thing too. Can I have a land? No, apparently not. Alright, let's attack. Okay. That works for me. Exile that, get them to 11. If I can draw a land, I can be golden. Can I draw a land? Please just don't play She-Holdred. Okay, well, Lithomantic Barrage that can't be countered. Okay. Am I actually doing this with 1 land? No way this works. No way this works. Yeah, I guess attack. Get them to 4? There's no way I just won with a 1-land hand. There's no way. Right? Lightning strike their face, put them to 1. Okay, there's the make disappear. All right, fine. Kumano faces Kakkazan down to 3. Invasion of Tarkir them down to 1. Attack in. The 1/1 blocks my 4/5, and then Rafine blocks the 2/2. They lose their token, and I have Bloodthirsty Adversary next turn. There's no way I put this off with 1. Fire Phoenix, welcome in. How you doing tonight? Sorry, I got I got distracted in the game. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, chat. Did I just win with 1 land? For game 3, I'm not going to change up anything. We're just going to jam like we had and look for an aggressive hand. I can't. I mean, 2 lands, 1 more. This answers almost every creature that they have, and my Swiftspear just gets in. I'm going to keep. Why Invasion of Regatta isn't better than Tarkir here? Tarkir lets you funnel in 2 damage on any target. What is Invasion of Regatta? Is Invasion of Regatta the deal 4? Mulligan to 5. Ouch. Alright, well, we're just going to go Swiftspear here. And they might have Cut Down. Yeah. It depends on the deck, Curator. Yeah, Cut Down's fine. Okay. Regatta is Regatta is also 3 mana. Runa's fine. I'm probably... I just Lithomantic Barrage Runa and take her out. I mean, they mulled a 5, and I just have removal for days. Not the worst thing in the world for me. Let's just go ahead. 17, pass. All my stuff's sorcery, so like... That's a lot more. 2 minutes faster. Very true. Okay. I'm not playing Furnace Punisher here because they are running Make Disappear. Right? What I get to do here, because they're tapped out, is go Furnace Punisher into another Lithomantic Barrage. Take that out, deny them the draw, force them to 13, and keep damage rolling. So if they want to use removal, that's fine. We're going to Warcrafting the Pious. We're going to look at the top 2 cards here. I'm going to grab a Phoenix Chick. Play in the Chick, and we'll push in for 4 damage. They're down to 8. Now they go to 6. Lightning Strike hits for 3. Invasion hits for 2. I have 1 damage in the air. This should just be game. Yeah, I don't really care about Dennick. And there's game 3. Okay. Hey Dragonauts, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. It's always appreciated. Please remember to tap that subscribe button to stay updated on all the new standard lists for the meta. And as always, keep believing. I'll catch you next time.